F1 drivers' most luxury houses. F1 drivers make millions through their phenomenal careers in the sports industry and own some of the most luxurious homes. Formula One might not be as popular as soccer or cricket. However, F1 drivers have built careers out of this sport and are globally on the list of the highest paid athletes. For example, the F1 driver Sebastian Vettel is known to have an income comparable to the famous football player Cristiano Ronaldo, and a house even bigger and luxurious than many richest people in the world. F1 drivers love to have unlimited features in their home. So, who are the wealthiest F1 drivers and how have they spent their wealth on the most luxurious homes? Hello and welcome to our channel, where we will tell you about the top trending celebrity news. So stay with us until the end of this video, because in today's video, we are going to discuss the most luxurious houses owned by F1 drivers. So let's get started. Number 8. Lewis Hamilton's glamorous Manhattan penthouse. We know that you are probably sick of seeing Sir Lewis Hamilton's face plastered all over the news year after year, season after season. He has 7 world championship titles under his belt, something only one other driver has achieved in Formula One history, namely Michael Schumacher. Now, Lewis Hamilton is one of the most successful athletes of all time, with a net worth estimated at over $250 million, so he's got a lot of properties across the globe. He owns a 4-story mansion in West London, as well as a glitzy apartment in Geneva, a massive condo in Monaco, and a multi-million-dollar penthouse in Manhattan at 70 Vestry Street. Lewis Get In There Hamilton bought the uber-stylish penthouse for $40.7 million in 2019, around the same time that he put another Manhattan property up for sale. Hamilton previously owned a 8,900 square foot tri-level penthouse at 443 Greenwich Street, and funnily enough, he never even lived there. He did have some very fancy neighbors, including Meg Ryan, Bella Hadid, and power couple Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake, among others. In 2021, the F1 star sold his stunning Tribeca penthouse for a staggering $49.5 million, making it the biggest downtown Manhattan sale of the year. Lewis Hamilton's new Manhattan digs are even more luxurious than his former Tribeca penthouse. 70 Vestry Street is another celebrity haven. Among Hamilton's neighbors are former supermodel 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤 𝐘𝐨𝐿 and her husband, football legend Tom Brady. But this building is more than just a celeb magnet. It's also a one-of-a-kind architectural marvel, designed by legendary architecture firm Robert A.M. Stern Architects. 70 Vestry Street was developed by related companies and offered amazing views of the Hudson River and unrivaled privacy, which is exactly what high-profile celebrities like Lewis Hamilton are looking for. The building boasts a private parking garage and a gated courtyard, and over 12,000 square feet of high-end amenities, including a swimming pool, a sauna, a fitness center, a billiards room, a library, a cafe, and much more. Many of the units include libraries, fireplaces, and even setback terraces with river views. Those are the kind of amenities worthy of a 7-time Formula One champion, we think. Number 7. Sebastian Vettel's Swiss farmhouse. Now look, we all know that 4-time world champion Sebastian Vettel is probably one of the most private figures in motorsports. The Aston Martin cognizant driver is not a fan of social media, and he keeps his personal life away from prying eyes of the press. Vettel prefers sending handwritten letters to fans or working on his vintage motorcycles instead of endlessly scrolling Facebook or Instagram. So naturally, it's not easy to get the scoop on where he lives and how. But we do know a couple of things about Sebastian Vettel's house. We know that the 4-time Westminster responsible for iconic sayings like Grazie Ragazzi has a modest $7 million farmhouse in Switzerland's 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤 𝐘𝐨𝐿. We say modest because it's slightly less in-your-face glam than the other properties on our list. But don't be fooled, it's still a lot more glamorous than what most people can afford. It's also reportedly not the only property the German driver owns in the area. Number 6. Daniel Ricciardo. The Perth-born driving prodigy, who is part of McLaren's F1 team, reportedly owns properties in trendy Los Angeles, in stunning Monaco, and of course, Perth, where he grew up and started his driving career. Ricciardo, who has appeared with many other drivers in the Netflix series Drive to Survive, snapped up his LA pad in Beverly Hills for $12.34 million in 2018. The renovated 1960s home was updated with the help of 𝐷𝐻𝐼 𝐬𝐺 Design Group and features 5 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, and an outdoor pool. It boasts a very stylish and minimalistic interior with lots of wood paneling and bathrooms featuring marble accents. It also has glorious views. While the home is very luxurious, it's missing a big feature, a large garage, with space for only 2 cars. Number 5. Kimi Raikkonen's uber-cool mansion in Switzerland. Our favorite and sadly now retired grumpy F1 driver Kimi Raikkonen is also a resident of Switzerland, and he owns a fabulous mansion in Bar, a municipality in the central canton of 𝐓𝐡𝐚𝐧𝐤. The former Scuderia Ferrari and Alfa Romeo driver paid $24 million for his luxurious Swiss abode in 2009, and reportedly named it Butterfly for reasons unknown to us. The villa has roughly 3,000 square feet of living space and both indoor and outdoor pools, because, well, winter is cold in Switzerland. Rumor has it that one of Kimi's occasional neighbors is the former Ferrari teammate Sebastian Vettel, who also owns a property in the same neighborhood. Finally, Kimi Raikkonen's house also incorporates an underground garage that can accommodate up to 10 cars. That's probably where he keeps his Ferrari SF71H, in which he won his last race for Scuderia Ferrari at the 2018 United States Grand Prix. The folks at Ferrari gifted him the F1 car in 2020, possibly to cheer up the impossibly straight-faced Finnish driver. Number 4. Fernando Alonso's house, luxury villa, northern Spain. Few drivers are as respected as the talented Fernando Alonso, who also happens to be among the richest F1 drivers. Famously called the Spanish Samurai, Fernando Alonso, who also happens to have a museum dedicated to his F1 career and journey, is understood to be among the affluent Grand Prix racers around. The famous former Ferrari driver, who happens to have won not one, but 2 separate world titles with Renault, is reported to have recently purchased a sterling property in Dubai, in addition to having a fantastic luxury villa in his native Spain. In case one was wondering what Fernando Alonso's current net worth is, then here's an answer. It's $260 million. Number 3. Max Verstappen. Despite being the reigning world champion F1 driver, Max Verstappen does not own property in Monaco, preferring to rent instead. The Dutch-Belgian Red Bull ace rents a penthouse apartment in Monte Carlo, reported to be worth $27 million, and in the same building as Daniel Ricciardo. His apartment's balcony often appears in the background of his social media posts, with gorgeous views of his surroundings. Though he hasn't bought a property there, like many of his fellow F1 drivers, Verstappen can well afford to, as the 24-year-old is worth an estimated $200 million. Number 2. Jenson Button. Jenson Button is also quite famous as a Formula 1 driver. He too has a handsome net worth of around $105 million. The luxurious home that this F1 driver is renowned for is a 5-bedroom luxury pad, which he acquired for a handsome amount of approximately $4.5 million. Button is reported to have gotten his fantastic real estate deal before retiring from the sport. He has a beautiful Brentwood home in California with a huge backyard, a master bedroom suite, and a pool. However, his collection of supercars is more extensive than the space that his mansion can provide. This is one reason why he had to put it on sale despite owning the utterly extravagant home. Number 1. Charles Leclerc. Charles Leclerc has a staggering net worth of $12 million. Most of Charles Leclerc's net worth can be attributed to his whopping $10 million per year salary at Ferrari. The Monosec was sponsored by Richard Mille in the junior days before grabbing lucrative endorsements with luxury brands such as Giorgio Armani in 2020. He currently does not own any property. He lives in an unknown fashion in Monte Carlo, Monaco. Charles Leclerc owns a Ferrari car, which he received as a gift from Ferrari for his 20th birthday. This brings us to the end of the video. What are your thoughts on today's video? And what do you think about these amazing homes of F1 drivers? Share with us in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for amazing videos coming your way. And thank you for watching.